have been making this soup for at least 8 years, and I am shooketh that I have not shown you guys how to make one of my absolute favorite noodle soups. It's a Thai-inspired green curry noodle soup. It is veggie packed, it's filling, it is satisfying. It comes together in like 30 minutes or less, so it's a great weeknight dinner. It's something the whole family will love, but it's easy enough that you can just like whip up on the fly. You can use whatever vegetables you like, and it's so tasty. It's spicy. We've got lots of ginger and garlic in there and some Thai green curry paste. You can use whatever kind of noodle you like, and it is so, so good. Like, just look at this goodness. I am just excited to show you guys how to make this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we're just gonna start with a little bit of veggie prep. Your green onions, you're gonna mince these up, just dice them up, but separate the white parts from the green. Broccoli, you're going to just chop these up into small florets, but also separate the broccoli stems from the florets because we're gonna be cooking them at 2 separate times. Chop up your bell pepper, chop up your carrot and your sweet potato. And then for your garlic and ginger, you're just gonna mince these up real fine. I'm gonna be using about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, maybe more, because I love my garlic. And I'm probably gonna use up all of this ginger, and it is a lot, but I love ginger, but you know how much you like, so just use a little less or a little more if you want. And then for the tofu, we're just gonna cube this up into small, little, like 1/2 inch-ish cubes. That's it, easy peasy. Et voila, everything is all chopped and prepared. You know what they say, you gotta keep them separated. Sorry, that was a really bad old song reference. Let's mosey on over to the stove. Get yourself a large soup pot, like so. We're gonna get it heating up on relatively high heat, I'd say. And let's get some oil in there, 2 tablespoons. Okay, so when our oil feels nice and hot, which I'm pretty sure it is, we're gonna start by sauteing all of our aromatics. So we're gonna add in our minced garlic and ginger, then the white parts of the green onions, and our Thai green curry paste. I'm using about 3 tablespoons, maybe a little less. If you're kind of sensitive to spice, I would start with just 2. And now just kind of break apart the curry paste and stir it into, kind of mash it into all the other aromatics just so that it's well incorporated. Oh man, that already smells so freaking good. Okay, now basically we're just gonna add all the other ingredients. Well, not all of them, most of the other ingredients. So we're gonna add the broccoli stems. They're a little hardier than the broccoli florets, so they're gonna cook first before we add those in. We're gonna add the carrot, the sweet potato, and the chopped bell pepper, followed by 4 cups of water or veggie broth. If I had veggie broth, that's what I'd be using, but sadly, I only have water. Give that all a really good stir, like so. Put a lid on the pot, bring the heat up to high, and we're just gonna bring that to a boil. And then, in the meantime, get a smaller pot of water boiling so that we can cook up some of our ramen noodles. I'm choosing to use these brown rice ramen noodles. I buy them all the time. They're so delicious. They're pretty high in protein, like 8 grams per every little brick of noodles. But if you just want to do vermicelli noodles or any other kind of rice noodles, that is A-okay. I almost forgot the tofu. Make sure you add that in with all the veggies so that it gets infused with all that good flavor. I also just want to quickly share a quick note about the Thai curry paste. If you're unfamiliar with it, it often comes in a container like this, like in a little tub. You can get it usually in green or red. And you can absolutely do this recipe with red curry paste, which happens to look like this. I typically actually make this soup with red curry paste, but sadly, I'm all out and whatever remains is kind of old and expired. But it works just as deliciously with the green curry paste. It's a little bit milder in my opinion, and it does taste different from the red curry, but they're both so, so good. So either way, you decide which one you want to use. Today, I am excited to try this out with green curry, and I know it's gonna be so good. Water is boiling, let's cook some ramen noodles. Boink. Boink. Oh no, noodle down, noodle down. Ugh. Scary. All right, let's give this a quick little checky. Ooh, I would say that is a boiling. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna turn that down to a nice little simmeroony. Gosh, I sound like a dad making weird dad jokes. And give this a good little stir. And we're just going to let this cook. I would say you can cook it covered once again and let this cook down for about 5 minutes or so, just until the sweet potatoes have gotten kind of like just about fork tender, still have like a little bit of resistance when you stick a fork through it. And then after that 5 minutes is done, we're gonna pop in the broccoli florets because we don't want those to overcook, because when they're this, like when they're cut up this small, they really don't take that long to cook. And nobody likes mushy broccoli, okay? Nobody. Now we can add our broccoli, and we can add almost all of the green onion here. We do wanna save some left for like, you know, a topping, a little garnish once we serve up our bowls. Leave about that much. And we're also gonna add our can of full fat coconut milk. And last but not least, we're gonna add half a tablespoon of coconut sugar. You could also use brown sugar. This is just going to help to balance out a lot of the kind of spicy, salty flavors that are in this broth and just make it taste oh so very scrumptious. Give it all a good stir. If your coconut milk kind of came out in a big thick blob, that's fine. It's gonna melt down within like a matter of seconds. And then we're just gonna let this continue to cook, basically until the broccoli florets turn bright green. It will not take very long. Within 2 to 3 minutes, they're gonna be pretty much at the amount of doneness that I think is appropriate. So let's check in a couple minutes. Now, you may want to just quickly test the seasonings of the broth, because you'll probably have noticed that I didn't add any salt yet. A lot of green curry pastes do have a lot of salt in them. Really depends on the brand that you get though. So I'm just gonna taste this to see if it needs any additional salt or soy sauce. Ooh, that's got a good shit. Ooh, that's definitely got a good kick to it, but I don't think it's salty enough, and that's fine. I usually like to season these kinds of soups at the end, so I'm gonna start by adding about 2 tablespoons to start of some soy sauce. I'm just using this Bragg's gluten-free soy sauce alternative. Okay, let's give that a taste. Brothy. Yep, that did it. Could do 3 tablespoons, but I feel like that's salty enough. Okay, it's done. Let's bowl it up. Then one of my favorite garnishes I like to add to my Thai curry soups is a little bit of basil. Now, if you had Thai basil, that would be ideal, but just any kind of basil is great. And those remaining green onions that we reserved from earlier. Ooh, baby. And if you're feeling really adventurous, a little extra dollop of sriracha never hurts, but this is pretty spicy on its own. Okay, obligatory taste test. It's got a kick to it. I like it. Just made me sound like Al Pacino.
Ooh-ah, ooh-ah.
This is actually so good. Like, it's definitely the kind of soup that'll slap you in the taste buds with a little bit of spice, but I like it. It's a good choke. If you've watched my latest 2 videos, you'll know that it's been soup week in my house, as I have been fighting a cold, as you've probably been able to tell throughout the duration of this video. So this is going down so good. I highly recommend it. If you are not feeling so hot, this will make you feel hot, like literally and figuratively. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my little channel. I so appreciate your support, and watch some of these other great videos here, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye-bye.